that can really take advantage of it. And of course, if there are some interest by apps developers, it's brand new, it's low cost, and it is using the latest and greatest chipset. So it is a good alternative for those folks who don't want to look and purchase our development platforms, our smartphones and tablets. And as you can see, all the components are out. This is, the display, and of course the Snapdragon chipset is right here. And it's really special because the Snapdragon processor before in the last year, wasn't really available outside of a development platform in a tablet or smartphone. So this is a chance really to get a lot of people to have a chance to get to touch and build and leverage Snapdragon for a lot of different things, which I think is a great new opportunity for the market and the industry. And we're excited about where this can go beyond smartphones and tablets. We're already starting to see Snapdragon getting into TVs and other applications. So just think about anything you have or want that could be processed or it could be run by a Snapdragon processor.
Yeah, one of the things I was going to say, if you guys wanted to take this later on and just take more pictures or even check it out in more detail, feel free to grab it anytime you want. And like I was saying, this module is connected to this connector, so this can come off and can be put into another device. So whether it's like I said, it's a digital signage, or whether it's could be a multimedia device, could be a home theater system. So you can basically take this module and really enable something else other than a phone or tablet. The beauty of this is all the complicated things that you would, from an engineering perspective, they're already been designed. So this is where the complicated engineering is. So from an NRE perspective, the design has already been done. So you can basically take this and plug it into something else. But also, we've had some companies who wanted to customize this module, and they can work with Intrinsic to do that. And then the last thing I wanted to say is, for example, this comes with a display, but the beauty of this is this display can pop off, and another display. Could be a different size, depending on the application. Could be a watch display, or could be something else. So every single thing can be plugged off, and something else can be added. Any questions, by the way? Well, feel free afterwards. I'll be around.
We'll take you around and there's some things you want to come back to. And as you decide to look at user experiences relative to benchmarking, you go back and forth. So now we've got a few different things. As you know, these are all of our development platforms. So these are for developers. We've got this is the Snapdragon 800 tablet. In Bala's hand, he's actually got the smartphone. So developers can use both. And of course, these are the key platforms that we use for demonstration purposes. What we're showing here right now is Dark Knight Rises, which is top game out there, and really using this on Adreno 330. There's a variety of other applications on this tablet as well, so after we walk through all of these, please be welcome to come back. You can play with the tablet. It's got several games on it. It's got a few other things that we've got some demos that you can just play with. Let's continue to walk around, and then we'll go over here now. We're actually showing off. We talked a lot about Snapdragon being asynchronous. This device is actually running, each core is running up to 2.3 gigahertz per core. So that's a lot of processing power. So you can see right now, the far left at the moment is running the operating system, doing that. Then the other core that's turned on is running the game. This is a game, so game doesn't use a lot of CPU processing power. Everybody keeps talking about, when we were talking earlier, why do people really care about CPU? They really shouldn't, because you're not doing a lot of things that require a lot of processing power. Until we get into video editing and graphics, you really don't need, a lot of video editing, you don't need it. Graphics really uses the GPU. So this application is designed to show you how little we're using and how great it is to only use the amount of processing power you need. This Snapdragon is designed to only use the amount of cores you need. So only one core is being used. That goes back to battery life. So as you come back, we can show you there's different apps that we can be running in the background, and then only using the amount of processing power. This actually is only using 0.3 gigahertz to run this game in the background. That's really not much processing power. So the next station over here is more multimedia activities. What we've got running here is, again, the graphics processor with the latest and greatest. You can do a lot of new things with the GPU and take advantage of it. So this is an object cloning and removing application that you're seeing on the screen. And what that does is kind of cool. It lets you remove people from pictures or add photos. You can see this, they took these two pictures, they're going to take this same snowman and add him to the beach. This is a live demo where I actually have one that you can interact with. But what's so important is, this actually requires a lot of GPU power to do this. And think about what you can do. Think about being able to, today be more interactive with pictures and take a picture, use an old picture, and swap them in between and create a new backdrop. Put yourself in Hawaii on the beach, and then post that to Facebook or whatever local site you use, and you can do a lot of fun things with that. Another demo at this, couple demos at this table. This is Snapdragon voice activation. So I think you've heard about it when you say, "Hey, Snapdragon."
Yes, master.
So this is really low power, and this is really valuable because this is running in the background, and so you can pick the keyword. The OEM will pick the keyword for you, and so every time you use that word, it will recognize it. So it's running in the DSP very quietly in the background, low power, and you don't have to push a button, you don't have to do anything to make this happen. And so it's going to be, hey, you want to go to navigation afterwards, it'll go to navigation. If you want to do Google Voice, it'll go to Google Voice. So it's a nice application that is hands-free, that you can help use your phone or your tablet to actually help activate using your voice any application you want. The next one here, we talked a lot about 4K and what that delivers. We have one 4K TV today here, and the focus today is going to be on capture. But we're also really excited about playback. And for those of you that were at Mobile World Congress or ExpoCom Korea, or CES for that matter, we set up a theater and had seats and had 7.1 sound system and a 4K TV. And so that's one way to see, have a theater experience and use this tablet. This tablet played all that. But what we actually have here is this tablet's actually got headphones, and so we're going to do the Headphone X DTS. This is actually Dolby, so we support both Dolby and DTS, and this is a Dolby experience. Please make sure you put the line on your left-hand side when you put that on there, so tell the difference. So when you run these files, there's an option for a stereo file and a 7.1 file, so you can play both, and you will notice the difference when you play. There's a variety of different demos of applications on here that you can do with that one. Please also, there are a few of these that are 4K, some of them are 2K. So remember, this device is decoding at 4K. If you find it, I can show you which ones have 4K. It's just the screen on these devices is 1080p. Now we will get to a point where we will have 2K and 4K tablet screens. It's a little further off, but today they are running at 1080p. But again, the processing is still happening at that. And all that processing, both for both 4K and 7.1, is happening on the chip. The post-processing is all live, real-time there. It's not where, what's happening, somebody post-processed it, like a song today, you can get something that runs at 7.1, but that was processed that way and delivered to you that way. This is all happening on the chip. So that's what this station does. It's got a variety of different multimedia pieces. We say you can play with these, have fun with these. Games over here we can play with, and some other applications. Also on this other device, I believe, is a video editor where we can do real-time video editing. Again, the value of being able to support 4K is you can have multiple videos also running at 1080p, so you can actually do real-time editing, which today, you need a PC to be able to do that. To really create your own video and cut and paste between different videos, you're going to be able to do that real-time with Snapdragon 800, and that's pretty amazing to think that you can use a tablet to do video editing. So moving over here, we're just about ready. Once we come back and do things, we are ready, yes. So we talked about, what is going to help 4K take off? Well, what's going to help Ultra HD take off is really user-generated content. And think of you as a user being able to use your smartphone, which we've got a smartphone here, we've got a tablet here, and be able to capture real-time 4K. What we can also do is we'll be also capturing 5.1. Not today, we're designing more focus on the 4K experience. But think about being able to go to, your favorite event, your daughter dance recital, and being able to both capture her dancing while also capturing the audio with it, and having a home theater experience, bringing that home to do that. The big thing with 4K, so we talked about 4 times 1080, is really about, everybody keeps talking about speed and movement, but that's not the value of 4K. The value of 4K is really the level of detail. So what you want to look for is the vibrancy and the colors. As you can see, we've got a setup here that shows a variety of different colors. You need, especially for the cameras, you guys all know, you need good lighting, so we've added some additional lighting here. But really, as you can see, you have good detail. We're going to have Blake come out and dance for us a little bit. And you'll be able to see the level of detail. Well, we are real-time previewing right now the application of, this is 4K, real-time preview, 4K TV. We're capturing on devices as well. And we're going to let her go, and we'll let her dance a little bit for us. And we'll play back that piece and see that the value of 4K really makes a difference. Good, that's fine.
等一下，等一下，再来一次。
Okay, here we go.
那个你小心一点啊。
So we can now have time to play back in a second.
Why don't we do this one more time? So we'll set it up and then I'll go over it in detail.
Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and let people bring it up, and we'll go into more detail on what we actually saw, and he can show you actually now how we can watch those and play those back really simply and show the 4K on both the smartphone and the tablet. And that was really great performance and great to have that film. And then any of you are welcome to come play with the different devices, touch and feel, and do some things here. And then I believe we've got the devices set up for those of you who are interested in your priorities of doing benchmarking. There's 10 devices and tablet form factor. If you're really looking for a smartphone, let us know and we'll work with you to get that. And I hope you enjoyed this morning, and I look forward to enjoying the user experiences with you today. Thank you.